Well, I always wanted to fit in with the crowd, and I realized as I started going through high school, some of the cool kids were experimenting and smoking and drinking, so I wanted to fit in. I wanted to, be a part of. So I engaged in that activity. I went to parties and freshman and sophomore year of high school, and I loved it. And it just started getting progressively worse until I went to college, and then again, once I was free from the rules and restrictions of my parents, it was just downhill pretty quickly. By my 5th year of college, to get my 4-year bachelor's degree, I ended up being just so physically ill, shaking constantly. I couldn't brush my teeth. I couldn't hold a cup of water. I really wasn't really eating. I stopped even being able to function and go out with friends because I was noticeably withdrawing from these substances. It was probably like my 7th or 8th time in a detox, and my parents are sitting across from me crying, asking, how did you end up in here again? And usually I would have some BS excuse or some justification or some lie that even I myself would believe, but this time nothing made sense to me anymore. I basically just gave up, and I allowed the God or the universe or this process to put me in a place that was finally going to help me. I was ready to do whatever it took. And by circumstances of events that I still really can't explain today, my parents told me, we found a facility called Beachside and they're going to take you in for treatment. When I came into Beachside Ready, I immediately felt like a different energy or a different feeling than I had felt in any other place I had been before. The people seemed to be really loving and really caring, and they seemed to really want to invest in me, which I hadn't really felt before. I got to know the staff immediately, not just one therapist, but multiple therapists I started to have a relationship with. At Beachside, some of the things they taught me were just how to be okay with myself, how to realize that I don't need to constantly worry about what other people think about me. They just taught me how to be okay with me, and they taught me how to love myself and to have relationships with others and not be affected negatively by the environment. I really needed to be taught how to wake up in the morning and be okay. I needed to be taught how to fall asleep and go to sleep without having to knock myself out, how to eat meals, how to face any sort of anxious situation, just enjoy the environment around me. I mean, we were in a gorgeous, beautiful setting on Hutchinson Island, and I came on the island and I didn't see anything around me. I never saw the trees and the flowers in the ocean, and they got me to start appreciating these little things and find a joy and a happiness in life that I didn't realize was there before. Today, life is amazing. Life is something I never really thought was possible for me. Beachside gave me a new purpose for living. It taught me how to appreciate all of these things that I didn't know you could appreciate. Like, I have an inner peace and an inner happiness and an inner contentment that I did not think was possible before I came to this program.